planet.
The first morning of the USEF Finals in New Jersey is here. Today, the riders will compete in 2 phases. They'll ride for 2 minutes on the flat, then go immediately into what is called the gymnastics phase. Chelsea has to do well today to be guaranteed a spot in the Maclay final. But Chelsea won't be doing anything if she and her friends can't find their way to the showgrounds.
5:30 in the morning.
No, it's not 5:50.
And we're lost.
Pitch black and it's pouring. And we're soaking wet already. And we're supposed to be on at 6:30, so we want to be there at 6. You're not late yet.
The pouring rain isn't helping the girls find their way, and it's seriously bad news for the trainers. Competing in bad weather is their worst nightmare.
I'm not sure if you could tell, but it's pouring rain. It's been raining since 6 o'clock last night. Mud and the weather will definitely play a factor today. Not ideal conditions for a big event like this.
Horses perform at their best on soft, dry turf. Heavy rains mean slippery footing and dangerous conditions. The riders will have to be extra careful to make sure their horses don't slip and fall. But the show must go on, so Frank and Andre sit down with their riders to work out a plan for the first 2 phases.
You can half pass off that left leg and then just go straight.
Can you follow that from over there, Chelsea?
The first 2 phases of the USEF competition work like this. The riders are given 2 minutes in the ring before they jump to show the judges how they prepare their horse for jumping. The riders can do whatever they want. The choice is up to them. After the 2 minutes are up, they proceed to jump a gymnastics course. A gymnastics course is a set of jumps that features quick turns and tests the rider's ability to maintain rhythm and balance.
The biggest thing that I've seen kids do wrong in this freestyle is they get too locked in to what their idea is, and then they start to rush.
Armed with various strategies, the horses and riders tackle the course.
So we're here at the USEF Saturday morning. The rain is absolutely ridiculous, torrential. I think it's going to be a very long and difficult day.
The pouring rain continues to make things miserable.
Oh, the weather is very nice, huh?
And dangerous.
These days are so stressful that my heart is jumping out of my shirt when the kids are going.
The pouring rain is forcing riders to be cautious and not show off their skills. But Frank wants his riders to go all out.
I'm giving them a much more difficult way of solving this problem than a lot of the riders I've seen up to this point. I also think that's going to show the judges that we understand the questions that are being asked. We're going to go for broke. Riff right towards the green, turn and go on the outside.
Chelsea has no major faults in her round. Neither does her teammate, Maria.
Of all of our riders, Maria was the best.
Now, it's up to Nico and Clover to show what they're made of.
My day went pretty well. I had a little bobble. I didn't collect them as much as I wanted to. They said it didn't look that bad. But I don't think we have any Final Four chances at this point.
Frank's riders can rest.
Hope we made the right choices for striding with them.
Now, it's time for Andre's girls to compete.
I think at this point, we've done all we could do. Now we need a little luck.
Andre's student Maggie usually shows a horse named Peter Pan. Maggie's been working with Peter Pan for 5 years, and he's her baby. But this time,
Maclay of Amherst, New Hampshire, number 67.
She's riding another horse. Mid-accord excels at tight turns and difficult courses like this one, so Maggie and Andre have decided that he's a safer bet than Peter.
I love Peter Pan to death, but the USEF isn't really his type of competition, so I decided that if I wanted to do well, I'd have to ride mid-accord.
Maggie and mid-accord knocked down a rail. Will this knock them out of the competition? Next up is Maggie's teammate Natalie on her horse, Chagall. Natalie and Chagall are almost picture perfect, even in the pouring rain.
It's so good when they're done.
At the end of the day, the riders wait for their standings. Everyone wants to be high enough to be within striking distance of the coveted top 4 spots. These top 4 riders will ride off against each other in the last phase to win the medal.
Well, I think we're waiting for some sort of order
If they give us some sort of order, we'll know how good or bad we did today. Tomorrow, right? They bring it out tomorrow.
While everyone sweats it out, Lindsay is taking a break from horse show madness. She's made it through to the Maryland State Livestock Judging Contest.
This is just kind of like a break. This doesn't have that same feeling that horse shows do. This is kind of normal. More down to earth. We judge 9 classes of beef, sheep, and swine, and I go get my group, and I'm going to go judge.
Lindsay is being judged on how well she judges livestock. She'll inspect 3 types of animals. After she looks and feels each animal, Lindsay will decide which one is the best in the group. Then, she must present her decisions to a panel of experienced judges. Now it's time for Lindsay to pick her favorites and defend her decisions.
In my top pair of high-quality, high-performance females, it's 3 over 4. 3 is the best balanced, most complete heifer throughout the class. She is the deepest bodied, as she has the most shape and dimension to her rib. Thus, this leaves me with no doubt that in the future she will be a low-maintenance brood cow.
Lindsay has made her choice, but she still has to see if the judges agree with her.
I'm so happy I'm finally done. I'm just gotta wait to see how I did and how I was scored. But it's just a big relief to have it over with.
Back at the big USEF finals in New Jersey, the results are in. The ultimate goal is to be in the final 4 tomorrow for the ride-off. But today, everyone wants to get as close to those top 4 spots as possible.
4, 7, which is really good. So that's exciting.
Nico is in 16th place.
16th, basically where I expected from what I did. I mean, I made a mistake, so I can't hope for any better.
And Natalie's 10th, so we're all really close together. It's awesome.
Chelsea is still in the running, but the dreaded water jump is yet to come.
Good luck tomorrow, everyone.
Another tense day of competition is over, but tomorrow will be even worse. It's day 2 of the big USEF finals in New Jersey. Today, the riders will compete in the final 2 phases. First, they'll ride in a timed jumping course. The jumps are higher than normal, and you must go under a set time limit. This means everyone is jumping big and fast. For Nico, the day begins on a messy note.
I don't know, they were walking. This is Clover. As you can see, he rolled. That means there's shavings all over him. So that means I have to do that much more work because we don't have anyone here. This is my mother. She's angry right now.
Okay, so when I come to the stall and I find this horse covered in shavings, his fake tail, look at that. Look at this.
I'm gonna clean it up.
No, you're not gonna have time.
Yes, I am.
It's all of a sudden gonna be the last minute.
Do you not realize how long this takes? 5 minutes.
I do realize how long it takes, and it wouldn't hurt for you to be prepared for once in your life ahead of time.
I am prepared.
While Nico gets his act together, trainer Andre is about to have a fantastic day. One of his star pupils, Natalie, is up first.
I'm breaking my mind over breaking my mind.
That day USET was really great for Chagall and me. It's been hard to juggle between school and riding because it's my first year of college, but we were really able to pull it together that day. It was hard because Chagall had to jump higher in more rounds than usual, but he was amazing.
Andre's youngest student, Maggie, is up next on her horse, mid-accord.
Normal. Pay attention to the 6. You got it. Smooth.
Too much, too hard. Hit me with your best when I'm all done. Too much, my head moves around with a hot punch. Too much, too hard. Hit me with your best when I'm all done.
You're great. You're great. We come a long way in a month. Right?
Maggie and mid-accord put in a solid round. Now it's time to check in with Maggie's mom. Maggie and her dad have come to the show alone, while her mom recuperates from surgery at home.
It's driving me crazy not